Today on August 17th, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. God says, this person wants to marry you with all their heart, but age or difference is big. Archangel Michael says, heaven has turned its eyes toward your journey today, and this moment is no accident. On August 17th, a divine clock started ticking, carrying a message too heavy to stay hidden. Someone's heart beats for you, yet they've held back only because of one difference: age. Their silence has not been from lack of love but from fear of being judged, fear of rejection, fear that the world won't understand something so pure. But God has stepped in, for there are love stories not made by man but written by His own hands. Archangel Michael says, each morning they've risen with the same quiet prayer, asking heaven for a sign that their love isn't foolish. Your smile gives them peace, your voice feels like home, but the gap in years has made them question the blessing right before them. They tried to bury these feelings, but the bond only grew stronger. Alone they've wept, asking why their soulmate came wrapped in circumstances that seem complicated. Tonight the heavens answer for them. Type Amen to get blessing 333. God is moving because true love cannot be stopped by human boundaries. A soul does not measure age, it recognizes energy, frequency and truth. And your souls have been in rhythm longer than you know. They've watched you from a distance, careful not to cross a line, but always hoping you might feel the same. Every kind word, every shared laugh, every gentle moment has been replayed in their mind over and over. And now heaven is shaping those prayers into action. Soon they will step forward, perhaps with a message that looks casual, but underneath every word will be a trembling heart waiting for you to notice. And that age difference, what once felt like a wall, will instead stand as proof that love bends every rule when it is real. Type Amen to get blessing 722. This is not the first time your souls have met. In another life, promises were made that echoed into this one. That is why being near them feels strangely familiar, why time seems to shift when you are together. They dream of you clearly, even in ways that logic cannot explain. They imagine seasons of life beside you, protecting your soul like something sacred. No matter how they've tried to move forward, every path leads back to you. Archangel Michael says, this love is no accident. It is a divine gift rerouted to appear at the right moment. And though papers may count years, your hearts beat in perfect rhythm. Type Amen to get blessing 844. Some will gossip and judge, but they are not the authors of your story. Let them talk. Their words are only noise against the symphony God is writing in your connection. They've already confided in someone they trust, maybe a friend, maybe a guide, and that talk ended with one truth. If you say yes, their life will never be the same. They are hesitating, but this message is the push from above. Soon you may see them acting different, seeking more of your time, dropping hints, gazing at you as if you are the only one in the room. Why? Because in their heart the decision is already made. Type Amen to get blessing 1. If these words find you now, it means heaven's green light has been given. In the days ahead things will begin to unfold. At first you may not notice, but something deep inside will click. Watch your heart when they enter the room. Feel the change when they say your name. There is something magnetic, sacred and undeniable between you both. Archangel Michael says, do not turn away from what God Himself has blessed. What matters is not the years but the alignment. And right now all signs point to divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. they have noticed the smallest details about you, the way you stay silent when hurt, how your eyes glow when you're truly happy. They love your spirit, not the number beside your name. They have been through heartbreak, disappointment and loss, but when they met you a whisper rose within them. This time it's safe. Yet fear still lingered, not because of their love but because the world can be unkind to love that doesn't fit the mold. That is why heaven allowed this message. Love deserves to be lived, not buried under doubt. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. They are dreaming of a future where it's just the two of you, where birthdays are simply dates and souls celebrate their reunion. Whether older or younger, your essence is the same: love, light, grace. They want to walk through life with you, introducing you to their family, standing proudly beside you, saying, "This is the one I prayed for." Because that's what you are: a prayer answered, a divine response, a living blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. Your connection will inspire many. It will break boundaries and open hearts. It will show the world that true love doesn't follow human rules but divine design. At first some may resist, but they will not be able to ignore the light radiating from your union. Even those who once doubted will one day ask how you made it work, because real love cannot be hidden. They are not afraid of loving you. They only fear being rejected for something beyond their choice the year they were born. But God is rewriting fear into faith. Type Amen to get blessing 660. Soon they will speak words that seem simple but carry deep weight. I've always admired you. I feel peace when I'm with you. I wish I could say everything. Don't overlook these. They are keys unlocking doors that fear once closed, now opening because heaven has stepped in. You'll be amazed how much they notice about you, your joys, your struggles, your little victories. Without knowing why, they've memorized you because their soul already remembers yours. Type Amen to get blessing 7171, and if you've wondered whether you should give them a chance, this is your answer. If you've worried about people's words, remember who speaks to you now. God and His angels. They are guiding this, protecting this, blessing this. This is not about numbers, not about years, but about divine timing. And that timing is now. What is unfolding is bigger than the world's opinions. It is heaven's design, pure, sacred, undeniable. Archangel Michael says, their courage will surprise even them. They've been hiding behind fear for too long, but now the veil is lifting. The words they once swallowed will spill out like rivers that can no longer be contained. Their silence will break into confessions, and those confessions will sound like prayers answered. They will say less with their mouth and more with their eyes, because truth always finds a way to be seen. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. In the stillness of night they've spoken to God about you. They've asked, "Why me? Why now?" And God says, because love was never late. It arrived exactly when your soul was ready to hold it. Those words became an anchor for them, a reassurance that what they feel isn't weakness but destiny. They've been carrying this weight in their chest, waiting for the divine green light to move forward, and now heaven has said go. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. You will notice changes in their behavior. The hesitation that once defined them will turn into boldness. Where they once avoided your gaze, they will now look directly at you, unafraid of being seen. Where they once stumbled over words, they will now speak with clarity. And every word will carry the sincerity of a soul that knows this is sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Archangel Michael says, don't doubt the signs that surround you. That sudden warmth in your chest, that unexpected thought that feels like more than imagination, it's the realm of spirit whispering truth into your being. The feathers you find, the numbers that repeat, the songs that seem to follow you are not coincidences. They are love notes from heaven, reminders that this union is written into eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. They've kept journals filled with unspoken thoughts. Pages where your name shows up like a mantra. Words they could never send because fear told them it was too much too soon. But heaven has been guiding their pen, teaching them that vulnerability is not weakness but offering. Soon what was trapped on paper will flow into your life like a river finally freed from the dam. Type Amen to get blessing 5050, you will feel their energy before their touch. A shift in the atmosphere, a vibration in the air, the way your heart beats louder in their presence. It's not nerves, it's recognition. Your soul is standing in front of something it always knew was coming. And when your spirits merge in conversation, you will realize that you've been speaking to each other in silence long before this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 3636, God says, this connection was meant to rewrite old stories. Where love once brought pain, this love will bring healing. Where others abandoned, this love will stay. Where there was confusion, this love will bring clarity. You won't have to beg to be chosen. You won't have to compete for their attention. Because when love is divine, it doesn't run at roots. Type Amen to get blessing 7878, they are practicing honesty in their own mirror. Not rehearsing fake words but reminding themselves that truth is enough. They know they can't offer you perfection, but they can offer presence. They can offer loyalty. They can offer the kind of love that doesn't fade when life gets messy. And heaven smiles on such offerings because God knows the difference between infatuation and divine love. Type Amen to get blessing 6060, Archangel Michael says, age will never be the obstacle. The only obstacle is fear. And once fear is silenced, love becomes unstoppable. The years between you are like threads in a tapestry, different shades, different textures, but woven together to create something timeless. And when others question, heaven will confirm this bond is not built on numbers, it's built on souls. Type Amen to get blessing 1919, in the nights to come they will dream again. Not fleeting images but visions so vivid that they wake with tears or laughter. Dreams of walking beside you, of building a life where love is the foundation and faith is the roof. These dreams are not illusions, they are prophecies, previews of a future already approved in heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 7272, they are ready to risk misunderstanding, gossip, judgment because they know what they've found is too rare to let go. And when they finally speak, their voice may tremble but their words will stand tall. They will not beg for you to understand, they will simply open their heart and let it speak for itself. And in that moment something inside you will recognize it as truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3737, God says, your patience will be rewarded. Every tear, every lonely night, every moment of doubt was not wasted. It was preparing you to appreciate what is about to arrive. It was molding you to hold love without fear, to embrace it without conditions. And now heaven is delivering what you thought was impossible. Type Amen to get blessing 888, you may notice their presence in small ways first. A glance that lingers, a touch that feels electric, a conversation that suddenly turns sacred. But soon those small moments will build into a confession, into a commitment, into a covenant. They are not here to play with your heart. They are here to honor it, to guard it, to love it as if it were the most precious treasure heaven ever entrusted them with. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself, because once this door opens it will not close. Once this love begins it will not end. It is written into your destiny, blessed by heaven, guarded by angels. And when it finally unfolds you will understand why every delay, every hardship, every moment of waiting was worth it. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They are almost ready to speak the words that will change everything. And when they do, it won't be a performance. It will be a release. A letting go of all the fear, all the doubt, all the silence. And what remains will be love, raw, honest, unstoppable love. A love that is not of this world but blessed by the one who created it. Type Amen to get blessing 909. The divine orchestration has only just begun. Every step you are taking now is aligning with a greater plan you cannot yet see. The angels whisper that what seemed delayed was never denied, it was only being prepared with more precision. You have walked through seasons of waiting, of questioning, of carrying hope silently in your heart, but now heaven is unfolding the chapter where waiting turns into receiving. This is not the end of your story, this is the very beginning of the miracle you were promised. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Even the smallest details are part of the confirmation. That sudden thought of them when you were distracted. That song that seemed to echo your feelings. That dream that stayed with you long after you woke up. These are not accidents. These are signposts. The universe is pointing you toward the connection heaven has already approved. And soon this person will no longer remain a thought in your mind, they will stand before you in the reality of your days. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Do not doubt the timing, God says, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right where I need you to be. The lessons you walked through were not punishments, they were preparations. The heartbreaks you endured were not endings, they were openings. And now, with your heart softer and your spirit wiser, you are ready for what is destined. What once felt heavy will begin to feel light, because true love does not weigh you down, it lifts you up. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. This person is more than a companion. They are a reflection of your growth, a reminder of how far you've come, and a mirror of the love you've cultivated within yourself. Archangel Michael says, do not question whether you deserve this. You do. This love is not a reward, it is your inheritance. The angels have guarded both of your paths until this moment, and now heaven is weaving them together. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You may notice your energy shifting. Where there was once restlessness, there is now peace. Where there was once fear, there is now quiet anticipation. That is because your soul already knows what your mind is trying to understand. The union is near. The blessings that follow will not only heal your heart but also expand your life. You will feel supported in ways you once only dreamed of. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Even in silence their soul is speaking to you. The unspoken bond between you is proof that some connections cannot be explained by logic. They are felt in the deepest layers of being. This is not about coincidence, it is about divine recognition. When your eyes meet, it will feel like a memory returning, as though you've known each other across lifetimes. That is because your souls agreed to find each other again here and now. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The heavens are declaring that no obstacle will stand in the way of this union. Not distance, not age, not fear, not doubt. Love is stronger than all of them. This person is willing to move mountains just to be by your side, and heaven is ready to clear the path before them. Soon you will see how effortlessly things begin to align. What once felt impossible will feel natural. What once felt far will suddenly be close. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. They are preparing their words, their heart, their life for you. Every prayer they've whispered in secret has had your name woven inside it. Even when they tried to resist, they could not let you go. Because what is written by heaven cannot be erased by fear. And now they are stepping into the courage heaven has placed within them. The trembling they feel is not weakness, it is the weight of sacred love finally being released. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. God says, I am not giving you ordinary love. I am sending you love that restores, that revives, that redefines everything you thought love was. This is the kind of connection that will awaken your spirit, ignite your purpose, and remind you that you were never meant to walk alone. The partnership coming into your life is not just for joy but also for destiny. Together you will carry light into places that have been dark. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. There will be signs in the days ahead, unexpected calls, sudden dreams, encounters that feel too precise to be random. Pay attention. The universe is speaking louder now because the time is closer than you realize. Do not let doubt make you blind to what heaven is showing you. Do not let fear convince you that you are unworthy. You are worthy, and heaven has already said yes. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. When this person comes forward, the peace that enters your spirit will confirm everything. It will not feel rushed, it will not feel forced, it will feel like home. Their presence will calm the storms within you, and your laughter will awaken joy within them. This is not fantasy. This is divine reality. Archangel Michael says, when heaven writes the story, no man-made opinion can erase the ending. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The world around you may not understand this connection, but heaven does. Others may question, but the angels will affirm. What matters is not outside approval, it is divine alignment. And once the two of you step into this bond, doors will begin to open that neither of you could have unlocked alone. Blessings will overflow not just in your love but in every area of your lives. Type Amen to get blessing 7575. You will feel the shift in your body. You will notice warmth, lightness, even an unexplainable smile when you think of them. That is not coincidence, it is activation. Your spirit is being tuned to receive this love. And when it arrives, you will not have to question if it is real. Every part of your being will know. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. The union is already written in the heavens. It is not waiting for permission, it is waiting for your openness. Surrender the fear, release the doubt, and allow yourself to believe again. For the one who has been silently carrying love for you is about to speak it, and when they do, the world around you will feel different. The air, the energy, the days ahead, everything will shift. Because love, this divine, transforms everything it touches. Type Amen to get blessing 8383. They've carried this weight in silence for far too long, and heaven could no longer allow them to keep quiet. Their soul has been stretched, their heart broken open, and their spirit made ready for this moment. Every delay had a purpose. Every distance had meaning. Each tear they cried alone was collected and turned into fuel for this exact reunion. And now heaven whispers through this message: the chapter of waiting is closing and the chapter of fulfillment is opening. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not overlooked. You are exactly where the divine hand positioned you to be. This connection doesn't need the approval of time, age, or opinion. It carries the seal of heaven. You will notice how peace begins to surround you. Where there was once fear, courage will grow. 22122. Where there was doubt, clarity will rise. This is what love forged by God feels like. It doesn't confuse, it aligns. It doesn't drain, it replenishes. And it is walking toward you even now. Type Amen to get blessing 9393. Take a breath and allow this truth to enter. The story is not broken. It was only paused, waiting for divine timing to release it again. Now the pages are turning faster. The plot is unfolding beautifully and the words are written with the ink of destiny. When the chapter reveals they chose each other beyond all obstacles, you will smile through tears because deep inside you knew it was always written this way. Type Amen to get blessing 33333. Your divine union is not a dream, it is active. Heaven has already stamped approval. The miracle is unfolding step by step as they surrender the past and release the fears that once kept them away. They no longer hide behind excuses. Every reason they thought would protect them has fallen and only love remains. The more they tried to erase you, the deeper your name was etched into their heart. And now the only truth left is you. They are no longer chasing youth, age, or appearances. They are chasing the soul resonance that only you carry. To them you are timeless. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. In the days to come expect signs. A message, a call, a glance that lingers too long, a gift that speaks louder than words. You will feel it vibrate in your chest, awaken something ancient within you and remind you that this connection is not ordinary. It is holy. It will touch wounds you forgot were there and heal them with gentleness. It will remind you that love doesn't need to meet society's expectations, only heaven's alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. They have fought battles alone. Nights of tears, days of silence, wondering if they would ever have the courage to step forward. Yet heaven has declared now is the time. The gap is closing, the distance narrowing, and the excuses are gone. Do not meet them with fear but with an open heart. You do not need to rush. Just be still, listen, and allow the truth to land. Everything that once confused you will suddenly make sense because God is the author of this chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. This love was made for you. It doesn't demand proof, it offers peace. It doesn't pretend, it reveals. It doesn't fade, it deepens. They've known it all along. It's why their smile changes in your presence. It's why their soul trembles when your name is spoken. This isn't a passing feeling, it is divine connection. Heaven has commanded it to activate and nothing can stop what is written in the stars. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, do not resist what has been refined by fire. This bond survived trials, distance, and fear because it was always meant to endure. It is not for the world's understanding, only for heaven's approval. The seal has already been stamped. What was once silent will now become spoken. What was once hidden will now be revealed. This is the shift from waiting to walking in divine action. Type Amen to get blessing 9898. Soon there will be a night that shifts everything. You will feel the change in the air, the weight in your chest lifting, the warmth in your soul rising. That's when their voice will break through the silence. Every unspoken word will be released, every buried feeling poured out. You will see clearly they were never meant to love you quietly. They were meant to stand beside you loud and unashamed. Type Amen to get blessing 303. The difference in age will melt into the background. What matters will be the harmony of souls, the laughter louder than doubt, the love stronger than judgment. You will find safety in each other's arms, not because everything is the same but because your souls recognize each other as home. This resonance is beyond logic, it is spiritual. They will not try to control you. They will uplift you, empower you, and remind you of your own divine strength. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. They are coming not just with words but with presence. Not just with promises but with proof. They are ready to love you fully beyond time and beyond fear. Expect a shift in your atmosphere. Expect the peace of heaven to replace confusion. This story is divinely authored and it will unfold with courage and fulfillment. Love will no longer be a prayer, it will be your reality. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If people ask why them, you will simply know. If they question the age, you will answer with peace. Because what God approves no one can deny. Heaven is cheering you both forward, declaring the end of waiting and the beginning of living. Your soul already knows. Their soul already knows. And step by step they are moving closer. Nothing will stop it, not fear, not distance, not judgment. Love is leading them home. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. They've searched for home in faces and places but none compared to you. You are their home. And when the confession finally comes, it may break open in tears, not of sadness but of release. Because holding in this love has been the heaviest burden their soul has carried. When it's finally spoken, you will both feel the weight lift and heaven will breathe over you with blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 10,100. And as these divine alignments begin to unfold, your soul will start to notice the little confirmations everywhere. A song will play at the right time, a memory will resurface just as you needed it, and your heart will whisper, "This is the one I waited for." Nothing about this is random. Every detail has been orchestrated so that when this love enters your life, it won't just feel like another chapter, it will feel like the story you were always meant to live. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. Their courage to step forward comes from a place deeper than desire. It comes from destiny. They have been shown through signs and whispers that you are the person who carries their missing piece. That's why they no longer hesitate. They are done letting fear dictate their choices. They are ready to step into this love fully, to show up for you in ways others never could. They have realized that your spirit calls to theirs and they cannot ignore that call any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. When they imagine their future, your face is there. Not just in fleeting moments but in every milestone. They see you in the mornings, in the celebrations, in the quiet evenings, in the seasons of growth, and even in the challenges. Because for them love isn't just about joy, it's about choosing someone to walk through life with no matter what comes. And their soul has chosen you. They are ready to build, to nurture, to protect, and to cherish. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. God says, this union was never delayed to punish you, it was delayed to prepare you. Every tear you cried, every rejection you endured, every closed door, it was all leading here. It was heaven's way of clearing out what was never meant for you so that you would be free when the true blessing arrived. And now that blessing is not just near, it is at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, the doubts that linger in your heart will be dissolved. You won't need to force yourself to believe because the love they bring will make belief natural. Their actions will show you more than words ever could. Their consistency, their presence, their devotion will silence every voice that once told you love wasn't for you. This is heaven's gift and it is arriving with clarity and strength. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. They've been through battles of their own. They know what it feels like to be broken, to be misunderstood, to be left behind. That's why they won't take you for granted. That's why they see your soul and honor it. Together your wounds won't be reminders of pain but proof of resilience. And as you walk hand in hand, your healing will multiply. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. This love is not fragile. It's not temporary. It's built on something eternal. The foundation is truth, the walls are devotion, and the roof is God's blessing. That's why storms won't shake it. That's why distance won't break it. This is the kind of love that grows stronger under pressure, that expands under faith, that deepens under time. Type Amen to get blessing 9494. Very soon conversations will unfold that will feel like destiny itself is speaking through you both. You'll finish each other's thoughts, you'll recognize the familiar in the unfamiliar, and you'll know without question that this is the connection heaven promised. Every fear of being too late, too old, or too broken will vanish in the presence of this divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. They are not intimidated by your light. In fact, they are inspired by it. They don't want to dim you, they want to stand beside you so both of you can shine brighter together. They don't see your flaws as weaknesses, they see them as part of the masterpiece that makes you real. And their love for you will be proof that you never had to change to be worthy, you only had to wait for the one who could see you. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. God says, the season of waiting is over. The time of fulfillment has begun. What once felt like an endless night is giving way to a dawn you thought might never come. And with this dawn comes joy, peace, and the embrace of a love that feels like homecoming. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They will hold you not just with arms but with intention. They will love you not just with words but with proof. They will honor you not just in private but in public too. And every action will remind you, you are not an option, you are the answer. You are not a chapter, you are the story. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Archangel Michael says, heaven is rejoicing because the alignment has been completed. What was once scattered is now whole. What was once delayed is now delivered. The connection you've been praying for is no longer a distant hope, it is a living reality stepping into your world. The gates are open, the path is clear, and your names are written side by side. Type Amen to get blessing 3535, and when you look back one day you will see how every twist, every heartbreak, every unanswered question was leading you here. You'll understand why certain people left, why certain doors closed, and why certain seasons felt unbearable. Because if those things had not happened, you would not be standing in this moment ready to receive this love. Type Amen to get blessing 1919, they are closer than you realize. Their thoughts are filled with you, their prayers carry your name, and their future cannot exist without you. And now heaven is aligning every step so that your paths cross not just in passing but in permanence. Type Amen to get blessing 4646, this is not just the love of your life, it is the love for your soul. The love that was written before time began, the love that carries heaven's signature, the love that will restore every broken piece of you. And soon it will not just be a promise. It will be your reality. Type Amen to get blessing 5555, the signs will multiply. The messages will become clearer. Dreams will begin carrying their face, and even in silence their presence will follow you like a soft echo. Heaven is aligning everything so that the meeting point cannot be missed. And when it comes you will understand why every delay, every tear, and every unanswered prayer had to unfold exactly as it did. This is the season where what once felt impossible will finally step into reality. Type Amen to get blessing 1212, you are stepping into a connection written before you were even born. A love that was destined, not demanded. A bond that was promised, not pressured. Every lifetime you've lived has been preparing you for this one sacred encounter. This person is not just a lover coming into your life, they are a mirror of your soul. They will remind you of who you really are when the world has tried to make you forget. Type Amen to get blessing 2323, the angels whisper that you are not late, you are right on time. Your heart is not broken beyond repair, it was being reshaped to hold a love so deep it could only come from heaven itself. The scars you carry will not scare them away, they will see beauty in your wounds, strength in your survival, and glory in your story. What others judged they will cherish, what others walked away from they will embrace. Type Amen to get blessing 3535, Archangel Michael says, this person has been prepared as much as you have. Every test they faced, every storm they survived was shaping them into someone who could stand beside you without fear, without hesitation. Heaven has cleared the path, now nothing will stop what has been written. Type Amen to get blessing 4545, the universe is aligning your hearts like constellations in the night sky. At first it may feel subtle, a message, a glance, a coincidence too precise to ignore. But soon it will feel undeniable. The pull between you will grow stronger, not because of desperation but because of destiny. You will not have to chase and they will not have to beg. Love will meet love and everything will fall into place. Type Amen to get blessing 5656, and when this love finally arrives it won't come to test you, it will come to keep you. It won't play games with your emotions, it won't leave you guessing. It won't demand you change who you are to be worthy of it. Instead it will celebrate you, honor you, and protect you. This is the kind of love that holds your hand in public and prays for your soul in private. Type Amen to get blessing 6767, you may feel nervous at first, you may question if it's real, if it's too good to be true. But listen, truth doesn't rush. Real love doesn't confuse. This person will speak with actions as much as words. They will show you in small ways, consistent ways that you matter. And over time your heart will settle because safety will become the rhythm of this love. Type Amen to get blessing 7878, Archangel Michael says, heaven is protecting this bond. No opinion, no doubt, no fear will undo what has already been blessed. Stand firm, trust the timing, believe in the signs. Because what is arriving is greater than what you thought you lost. Type Amen to get blessing 8989. The divine is already softening your spirit for this union. You will notice forgiveness rising where bitterness once lived. You will notice joy returning where heaviness once weighed you down. You will notice hope blooming where despair once tried to root itself. These are not random feelings, they are the evidence that love is near. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. Do not be afraid of the age gap, do not be afraid of what others may whisper. This love is not measured in numbers but in alignment. This love does not bow to human timelines, it bends them. It does not shrink under judgment, it shines through it. Together you will show the world that heaven's plans are stronger than man's opinions. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You have waited long enough, you have carried enough loneliness, you have prayed long enough. And now those prayers are being answered in ways that will leave you breathless. They will look into your eyes and see every version of you, past, present and future, and still say yes. This is not temporary affection, this is permanent devotion. Type Amen to get blessing. Their love is not fragile, it has been tested, it has been purified, it has been refined through time and fire. They know what it means to lose, and because of that they will hold you with reverence. They will not take you for granted. They will not let fear silence what their heart has known all along. You are the one. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The angels are preparing your life for this shift. Opportunities are opening, distractions are being removed, clarity is arriving. Pay attention to the nudges, the repeating numbers, the small confirmations. Each one is heaven's way of saying, get ready. The promise is on its way. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. And when the moment comes it won't feel like chaos, it won't feel like a storm. It will feel like peace. A stillness will rest over you, and deep inside you'll know, this is it. That knowing is heaven's confirmation louder than any doubt. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Archangel Michael says, the waiting was not wasted, it was preparation. The tears watered the soil. The silence strengthened the roots. And now the fruit is ready. What is coming cannot be shaken. What is coming cannot be denied. What is coming is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. This love will not only heal your heart, it will heal your vision of love itself. It will remind you that love is not meant to be suffering, it is not meant to be uncertainty. Love is meant to be holy, it is meant to be safe, it is meant to be a reflection of God's own care for you. And this is exactly what is arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 7777, so take a deep breath, release the old stories, let go of the fears. Step into this new chapter with an open spirit. Because the love that's coming is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. It is not fleeting, it is forever. It is not shallow, it is sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. The final preparation is already unfolding. The angels are setting the table, heaven is writing the words, the divine is arranging the meeting. And soon, very soon your heart will know why it had to wait this long. Because the love arriving now is the love that was always meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Their spirit has already chosen you. And now their actions are about to follow. What once lived only in their heart is ready to walk into reality. Every hesitation is dissolving, every doubt is falling away because the truth of this connection is stronger than fear. They know now that this kind of love doesn't arrive twice in a lifetime, it's rare, it's sacred, and it carries a divine stamp upon it. The sleepless nights they once spent questioning if you would ever accept them have now turned into determination. They no longer want to wonder, they want to live. They are ready to show up, ready to stay, ready to build something that not even time can destroy. This isn't about temporary passion or fleeting desire. This is about foundation, about roots that grow so deep they withstand storms. About a love that refuses to leave even when challenges come. You will notice their presence becoming more consistent. The calls, the messages, the gentle ways they find to remind you that you are in their thoughts. Small gestures will lead to greater commitments, and those commitments will shape into promises. Promises that don't just exist in words but live in their actions. They will show you that love is not supposed to be begged for, love is supposed to be given freely, daily, and with joy. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear what others may say, for heaven has already spoken." The union being prepared for you is not dependent on opinions, it is blessed, it is guarded, it is ordained. You may still feel the weight of past disappointments pressing against your chest, but even that is beginning to fade. Because as this love enters, the past loses its hold. Type Amen to get blessing 12121. This person sees you not only as someone to love but as someone to honor. They have witnessed your strength, your resilience, your faith that never broke even when you felt empty. And because of that, they don't just want to love you, they want to cherish you. They want to stand beside you not out of obligation but out of deep reverence. They will look at you as if you are the answer to every prayer they once thought had gone unheard. What makes this love so different is not the grand gestures but the peace it carries. There will be no need to prove yourself, no need to question where you stand. This is love that is steady even in silence, love that brings rest to your soul instead of confusion to your mind. The kind of love that feels like home even when the world outside feels uncertain. Type Amen to get blessing 10,101. The whispers of judgment may still linger from those who do not understand, but soon even their voices will fade. Because your happiness will speak louder than their doubts. Your glow will silence their mockery. They will see a joy in you that cannot be faked, a light in you that cannot be dimmed. And they will know that what heaven has joined no human can separate. You are stepping into a season where every closed door will make sense because each one was redirecting you toward this. The love that once felt delayed is not denied, it was simply being aligned with divine timing. And now that timing is here. You will begin to feel the shift, opportunities will appear, clarity will come, and what seemed impossible will begin unfolding with ease. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. God says, "My child, I held this love back until you were ready, until they were ready. And now that both of you have grown, it is time. Do not fear the gift I am placing in your life. It is not a trap, it is not a test, it is a blessing. This love is not about rescuing each other but about rising together. Two souls walking side by side, not to escape the world but to transform it. The companionship will feel like a holy alliance where laughter heals wounds and tears are met with gentle hands. They will not see your flaws as reasons to leave but as spaces to pour more love. And in turn you will see theirs not as weaknesses but as reminders that they are human, real, imperfect yet perfectly chosen for you. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. They have already pictured the life they want to build with you. Not a fantasy, not a dream but a real vision. A home filled with warmth. Mornings where your names are the first words spoken. Evenings where silence feels full because your presence is enough. Trips, promises, traditions all forming quietly in their heart with you at the center. And when they come forward it will not be to ask you to complete them. It will be to share completeness with you. Because they know now you were never meant to fill their emptiness. You were meant to walk beside them as two whole souls becoming one greater force together. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Archangel Michael says, you will know this is real by the peace it carries. By the alignment of signs that keep showing up. By the way your soul feels safe even when your mind tries to question. This is not infatuation, this is divine confirmation. The world may see age, distance or circumstance. But heaven sees alignment, purpose and destiny. And destiny will always be louder than doubt. They may come to you with trembling hands, with a voice that quivers but their eyes will hold truth and their soul will carry certainty. This is not a chapter, it is the story. The love that rewrites the endings you once feared and replaces them with beginnings you never imagined. The love that doesn't just visit but abides. The love that doesn't just promise but fulfills. The love that doesn't just speak but proves. Type Amen to get blessing 33333. Every sign you've been asking for is leading here. Every unanswered prayer is becoming answered in this union. Every lonely night is being redeemed by the mornings to come. And soon you will stand in the reality of everything your spirit already knew this love was meant for you. They say heaven moves in silence before it moves in power. Right now the silence around you is not emptiness, it's alignment. The angels have been weaving together the threads of two lives, preparing hearts, softening wounds and clearing paths that once seemed impossible to cross. What looked like delay was divine design. What felt like rejection was only redirection toward the one connection that was chosen for you before time even began. Type Amen to get blessing 44444. This union was not built on chance, it was written into your soul contract long before you could speak its language. That is why no matter how many times you tried to settle for less, your spirit kept pushing you back to hope. God says, I did not put that hope inside of you to torment you, I placed it there as a compass so you would never stop searching for the love that mirrors my own. Type Amen to get blessing 77777. Archangel Michael whispers now, do not mistake loneliness for failure. Your heart was preserved, not punished. You were protected from counterfeit love so that you would be open when the real thing arrives. That moment is here, that season is now. And when it comes you will not need signs to prove it because your entire being will recognize it. Your spirit will rest in it like it has finally come home. Type Amen to get blessing 121212. They are not coming empty-handed. They carry the lessons of their own struggles, the wisdom of their own healing and the commitment that only time could carve into their spirit. They will not walk into your life to take, they will walk in to give, to honor, to build. And every step you take together will feel like walking on ground prepared by heaven itself. Type Amen to get blessing 2. Do not fear the weight of this connection. God says, I am not giving you love that will crush you, I am giving you love that will carry you. This is not a burden, this is a blessing. And every tear you cried was watering the soil for this very harvest. The long nights, the prayers whispered into your pillow, the doubts you wrestled with in silence, they were all heard. Nothing was wasted. Type Amen to get blessing 55555. You may feel a trembling inside, a mix of fear and excitement. That is your soul recognizing fulfillment. You've been stretched, refined, tested, and now you are strong enough to hold what is finally being delivered. This love is not fragile, it is fortified, it is anchored in heaven's blueprint. Type Amen to get blessing 99999. Archangel Michael says, do not compare this to what you lost. What's coming cannot be measured against what left. What is ahead is not a repeat of your past but a restoration beyond it. This person sees you not just the version you show the world but the one you've hidden. And still they choose you. That is how you'll know this is holy. That is how you'll know this is forever. Type Amen to get blessing 181818. They will walk beside you in both fire and peace, through storms and sunlight. They will not leave when it's hard nor disappear when the shine fades. Their love will not demand performance, it will invite presence. With them you will exhale, and in their arms you will remember what safety feels like. Type Amen to get blessing 272727. God says, I am sending you someone who reflects my love. Someone who will not worship your wounds but will honor your healing. Someone who will see your scars and still call you beautiful. This is more than romance, this is divine assignment. Together you will build, heal, and bless others just by existing in unity. Type Amen to get blessing 363636. Heaven has already spoken over this connection. That is why everything else crumbled, because what was built on human timing could not survive, but what is built on divine timing cannot fail. You are stepping into a love that will not just fill the empty spaces in your heart but will overflow into your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 494949. Archangel Michael reminds you now, you were never forgotten. Every season of waiting was preparing you for this. You were not abandoned. You were being equipped. And now heaven has declared it is your appointed time. You are not too late, you are right on schedule. And so is the one who is walking toward you even now. Type Amen to get blessing 66666. Do not doubt when the door opens, do not shrink when love knocks. This is the promise you carried, the prayer you whispered, the miracle you held on to even when logic told you to let go. God says, this is your confirmation. Open your heart, receive what I have already blessed. Type Amen to get blessing 88888. So breathe deeply, let go of the weight of yesterday, lift your eyes to the horizon. For what you've waited on is no longer a dream, it is arriving alive, tangible, undeniable. You are ready, they are ready. And heaven has already sealed it. Type Amen to get blessing 131313.